What up, investors? What up, traders? Ken here from the Sexy Investor, and we are looking at some more fantastic earnings here on gains on the Wall Street Bets subreddit forum / Wall Street Bets. So they just reached over 1 million users, and they beat Investing Group and Stock Picks, which is really far down the list, but they beat Investing to becoming like the #1 channel within the investment group and / stock market channels. So round of applause for them. Fantastic work there, gentlemen and ladies. So we're just going to be covering two stories today. We're going to be covering one that everyone probably knows is the WSBgod, who made $8 million on Tesla calls, but this is another different user, which is the Danny Z7365, who bought. Again, he didn't disclose exactly what put options he bought, because I'm not seeing anything here, and on the screenshot doesn't disclose on what put options he did purchase. But you can see out here on the overall Robinhood graph of seeing an increase of nearly $646,000 or 435% in just a very short period of time, with a huge spike up. So let's go ahead and peruse over to the charts here. So we have Tesla here currently on the daily chart. I've got a lot of flack, be called a moron, because I bought Tesla at like 575 and then at 400, 450 again, and then I bought some more just the other day around a little over above 350. So I did a video about a week and a half ago where I'm saying I would love to add Tesla back into my portfolio. And that being said, if you give you a little backstory, I bought it way back here around 200. And then it was able to bottom off here around 350, and that's when I sold off, and I missed this whole terrible run, and we'll just have to see coming back down to this level. I would like to be adding it to more it soon. So then going and looking at what his or her position was in Danny Z basically, I'm guessing with a drop like that, he must have bought the puts probably around 600, or basically around last week, because these put options and even the call side are crazy priced, and they're super wide too. So we're looking here on 36 days out, which I don't know exactly what he bought. So 36 days out, we're talking, there's a spread. So this is $8,000. And then it's $73 here. That is a huge amount of capital there to buy any of these various options, and just along with the spreads of just having basically 80 points wide, like that's quite really crazy priced. And again, that just shows on how crazy the volatility's been. And depending on what he got on the mid price, or if he got filled on the bid that he put in, it'd be quite interesting to see on what I guess I really would like to see on what strike price he bought, and then what so forth. He literally could have bought a boatload of like 250s for a couple bucks, and then now trading at around $2,500. But we'll see. I will hopefully post something within the subreddit there to kind of clarify on what he actually bought. But that being said, Tesla has had a crazy drop, as we talked about before. What is my intuition and my charts telling me now? I think we can kind of trade around here on the 200-day on the daily chart. If we break above it, I would love that as well. If we break below it and stay below it, we'll see what happens. But I'm more optimist and more bullish than I am bearish on this particular stock. All right, let's go ahead and jump to the next story, which we probably all know this guy. We know him, probably got a tattoo on my shoulder about him. We have the WSBgod. So this is the individual who basically bought crazy leaps in Tesla. Leaps meaning he bought Tesla basically 350 days plus out for super cheap prices, and that just jumped up, basically spending, I think he sold his 401k, put a lot of 401k into it, like $50,000, $60,000, and turned that into like $8 million. and now it looks like he was shorting the mouse. You can see here, I'm glad he clarified on what he bought. So he bought multiple expirations here. So it looks like he did April 17th. April 17th. He did some in May, and you can kind of see here on what the quantity was on top of the percentage return. And you saw the ones that are closer, that are in the money, or closer, that were closer to expiration, made a substantially larger profit. Basically, on average, making well over 32 to 33% return on his money. But again, this guy has $8 million to play with, so he has a pretty huge bank account and roll to be able to fire at these different various costs. And again, these are all puts, so we'll go ahead and pull up DIS here on the charts, and you'll see on how terrible this crash has been for the House of Mouse. So basically, being at an all-time high at $153 basically of late last year, and then coming way down here to $80 or $79, which is a, oh shoot, I didn't need to click on that. Okay, let's see here. It's not, oh, I've got to redraw the line, sorry. Let me do that really quick for you guys so I can kind of give you, to show you how far it has dropped. So basically, yeah, I was going to say about 50%, so about a 48% drop. So basically, just getting a complete, not even a haircut, you're just getting chopped in half in the value of Disney. And we haven't seen these lows in quite some time, and this is not with the Disney Plus coming out and the different various services and like that. So we're looking at prices that were basically in the summer of 2016. So that is quite, I wouldn't say nostalgic, but that is mind-boggling. And so this is even before anything known about Disney Plus and it rolling out and all the different various movies, the new Star Wars stuff, any of this stuff. This is not really baked in. This is a lot of it, I feel, oversold, but the Wall Street or the WSBgod basically took full advantage of this and just shorted the Hello Kitty out of it, or the Hello Mousy out of it, and made fantastic returns on it due to the fact of people's fear of like, hey, the parks are closing, Disney World is closed. Like Disney World has only closed like a number of times for like a very short period of time. I believe it was for like 9/11 was the last time, and there was like a earthquake or some kind of some issue in California that they had to close for fires, maybe, I can't remember, but it was super not very often. Again, so I just moved it to a monthly chart, so each of these tickers is a month. Like this thing has broken way out of its trend line. Like 892, it needs to stay above like 92 100. I can see it trading around there for quite some time unless we hear some fantastic news and they can hopefully skyrocket higher, because I bought a lot of this on the way down. I didn't get it at the super lows, but I did buy on the way down, and again, Disney is a super long-term hold for me, but this is going to be a heck of a ride back up, because again, in 0809, it's low, it hit 15. I don't know if we can hit to that level now, but we had a pretty big sell-off in basically 2011, which brought it back down quite a bit. But since then, we had a fantastic rally. So I think Disney long-term, we can easily, hopefully, bottom here. If not, stop the bleeding, and then potentially go to all-time highs in 5 or 6 years to $200-300. So that's basically my analysis and my looking at these wonderful things and so forth. So with the Wall Street Bet guys, I don't think he added anything else. They normally just post and they just kind of leave it at that. But definitely great stories. Don't forget to join the boys and girls at the Wall Street Bets. Again, guys, catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.